No bunny today, I promise. Chicks, maybe, candy. A couple of updates for all of you at the top. We provided a bit of an update on what the Jobs Cabinet has been up to since the President announced the American Jobs Plan last week, so just wanted to provide you a little bit more of an update. As we noted yesterday, they've been hard at work throughout the congressional recess, making calls to Democratic chairs and Republican-ranking members of the relevant committees and to appropriators. They've led briefings for major House and Senate caucuses. Secretary Buttigieg will meet with the moderate New Democrats caucus this week. The Office of Public Engagement will lead calls throughout this week with private sector, rural and agricultural stakeholders, climate groups, local chambers of commerce, faith leaders, minority leaders, community college groups, and more. And the Office of Legislative Affairs is coordinating about 30 briefings for majority and minority committee staff of committees with jurisdiction over the American Jobs Plan. These efforts will continue, of course, when members return to Washington, and as I noted yesterday, the President looks forward to welcoming members to the White House, and as we have that locked in, we'll provide more details to all of you. Today, Vice President Harris joined the COVID response team's weekly governors meeting to discuss our country's pandemic response, the progress we've made, and the work to come in our fight against the virus. The Vice President highlighted the country's work in the pandemic response to date, including today's announcement that the President will announce officially later this afternoon that we've reached 150 million shots in arms since entering government, and that by April 19th, all adult Americans will be eligible to get the vaccine. That doesn't mean they will get it that day. It means they can join the line that day if they have not already done that beforehand. She also noted the important work to come, in particular around ensuring access to the vaccine in every community and building confidence in the vaccine in every community. She highlighted best practices to ensure equity remains at the cornerstone of our vaccination effort. She also touched on the $3 billion in funding, largely from the American Rescue Plan, that will enable states and cities to support community-based organizations in launching new programs to increase vaccine access, acceptance, and uptake. And there was some more news today about how that will be distributed and used. She's also in Chicago today focusing on vaccine equity. In Chicago alone, the CDC will invest $33 million to support efforts to increase vaccine distribution and access with a specific focus on communities of color. Also today, in his weekly update, part of the same call, I should say for clarity, COVID response coordinator Jeff Zients announced there will be more than 28 million doses across channels this week. Cumulatively, over the past 3 weeks, we will have sent out nearly 90 million doses of the vaccine. He also stressed to governors that while we continue to make strong progress, it is critical that we continue to mask up and socially distance.